Most of the time that dream happens because you're at work and you see an opportunity. I mean, that's probably the #1 place that I see it. They're working with customers, they're involved with vendors, and they see there's something missing maybe within their own organization. There's a little niche, there's a little opportunity, and that's where most of the ideas come from. But then there are others who are really much more thoughtful, and they'll do research into various industries, various kinds of things where there's trends, where there's change going on, disruptive kinds of things, and they'll look there. But I find that across the board, most people that come up with a great idea found it where they are, where they work, and in the industry where they most are familiar. Well, at the end of the day, that dream has to be commercialized. Otherwise, we're just dreaming all day long and we never get anywhere. So if you think about it, that dream has to have a commercial side to it. There's going to have to be some money made on that. Now that dream turns from just a thought into a reality, into something that truly is going to have some cash flow to it. You know, there's all kinds of dreams out there. There's dreams of people who just want to be service-oriented. They're really not interested in anything that has a financial return on it, and that's fine. But for those who are really thinking about this needs to have commercial success, you always want to get the one that's going to give you the biggest amount of money in the shortest amount of time so you can get that thing up and rolling. So as you sort through all the various options, pick the one that's going to make you, give you the greatest wealth as fast as you can get it. Yeah, part of that's timing in your life, right? And so you're looking at kind of cost benefit. So right now I'm thinking, I'm going to lose my job. You know, they're going to fire me, so maybe I'll move quicker. On the other hand, if you're too comfortable in the job, you'll never leave. You'll never start that new idea. So it's a lot about personal timing, personal drive, personal interest at that moment in time. If you don't have a dream, if you don't have an idea, you're not going to start anything. You know, you're going to go do something else. You're going to follow what's in your head and in your heart. So I've never seen anybody who actually started a business that didn't have something in their mind that they were going to pursue. So that would be my response. Well, since it's obviously personal and everybody's a little bit different, I have a relative who comes up with an idea a week. And every time I come back and say, how's that idea? And they'll say to me, nah, I didn't go very far on that one. And I say, why not? Well, I just didn't have the energy. I just didn't have the drive. There was no fire in my belly about this. And they just never get to the next step. And so it really has to do with your comfort level. If you're very comfortable, now you're going to step out and take a leap of faith into something where, you know, the benefit and reward isn't as great as you think it's going to be, you never do it. When I'm dead, I'll still be coming up with ideas. I mean, it's just something that's part of me. It's just, I've got something all the time. And now that's also a curse to entrepreneurs. And what I've learned over the course of time is that entrepreneur really needs to grab that idea and run with it. But all too often what happens to us is we then immediately see another idea and we kind of switch to that and we switch to that and so on. And the original idea then becomes an orphan. We're not paying attention to it. I have a friend who describes it as we see another beautiful orchard across the highway. We want to go eat the apples over there when we have great apples over here. So it's a wonderful blessing to be inspired, to have great ideas, but you have to stick to the idea and not bounce around. Market Star, when I started long ago, I kept bouncing around seeing other fun things that I might do. And today I look back and think Market Star was huge. What if I had been defocused? So those who have kind of kept me grounded have been ones that came back and said, what are you thinking? You know, you might have 10 ideas, but you need to stick to one and really put your time and energy around that. So I've had to learn to have discipline around the ideas that come to me. Well, I think they ought to write down everything that comes to their mind, and then they're going to have to do some research on each one of those, and we'll talk more about that. But the fact that they have a good idea, they should memorialize it by writing it down, maybe going back and visiting it with from time to time as they try and go through a discovery phase to find the ones they're actually going to take and run with.